on, what's in the box? What's in the fucking box?
Hello ladies and gents, and welcome back to What's in the Box. My name is Jack, and today we have a huge box. Today we have a huge box, as you can see. I'm not 100% sure what's inside it, but I have an idea. But wow, yeah, it's huge. Like, that's crazy. It's the first box we've had on What's in the Box in quite a long time. So I suppose what's better than to get into it as soon as possible and having a look inside. It's an old printer paper box, as you can see there. A4 paper. I'm gonna have a swig of coffee before we start, and let's get into it. It's been a while since I've opened the box this complex, so it might take a bit of time. And here we are, ladies and gents. 3 Star Trek games. Star Trek Hidden Evil, Star Trek The Next Generation, A Final Unity, and Star Trek The Next Generation, Klingon Honor Guard. I'm gonna be straight up, I'm gonna be honest. I don't know very much about Star Trek and the Star Trek TV show. I never really watched it as a kid, but I do like Star Trek. I like the idea of Star Trek. And the 3 newer movies are fabulous. Maybe not so much the most recent movie. The Star Trek reboot movie was pretty amazing and really kind of kicked my interest in Star Trek to kind of new heights that I never had before. Now, I got these 3 because really I wanted this game, and it just so happened that these were quite cheap with this particular game as well, so that's why I ended up picking up these 2 as well. So I know absolutely nothing about these games, and that's why I'm going to talk about them first. We'll come back to Hidden Evil in a minute. I'm going to just put it off to the side. Right, so I've zoomed in a little just so that we can get a better look at Klingon Honor Guard, and I turned off the light that was glaring above us. So Klingon Honor Guard, I don't really know much about it. We're going to have a quick look. As we can see there, the Klingon, one of the Klingons. Is that what you say? I'm so sorry to any Star Trek fans. As I said, I just don't know enough about it. I really don't know anything about this game. It's gotten a very good review here, as you can see, at 94% on PC Zone Classics. It also says that CompuServe Play, you can play Klingon Guard for free on the internet. There must be some kind of CompuServe CD maybe inside as well. So Klingon Honor Guard, which somebody got it for £34, but it looks of it, it was inside game as well back in the day. It's a good day to die, according to the Klingon and their Honor Guard. To me it looks like a first-person shooter. There, as you can see, with some hand-to-hand weaponry and some long-range stuff as well. I must say it looks pretty cool. I was not expecting a first-person shooter. Master hand-to-hand combat fighting techniques. Guard yourself against the vicious onslaught of opponents, including the monstrous Ropid. I apologize for pronunciation. 20 missions. Remember, failure is death. And it was recommended by the Sci-Fi Channel. Remember the Sci-Fi Channel? Is the Sci-Fi Channel still going, I wonder? I have no idea. Right, we're going to get it open and have a quick look. Now, I'm not going to spend as detailed time on these ones as I usually would on my videos, because I don't really know a lot about these games. I'm just going to really do it for Hidden Evil. So yeah, Klingon Honor Guard. Whoa. That is a thick manual. Have a look at that. Holy shit. It surely is different languages. No, it's all in English. Holy shit. Whoa, it's a long 72-page manual, all in English. It's been a long time since I've seen a manual of that thickness. That must mean it's a really deep and interactive first-person shooter. There must be loads to it. Yeah, it literally gives information on every single enemy type, every single weapon and what it does. They all have secondary attacks and other equipment. Environmental considerations. Wow. Water, 0G, vacuum. Oh yeah, just normal. Wow, that's a pretty thick manual. I'm going to just throw that down there for the moment and we're going to continue on. Yeah, so it must be a really investing kind of first-person shooter. Microprose product guide by the looks of it. Lovely. Falcon 4.0. A very light game in the big box community anyway, certainly. Mech Commander, Mech Warrior, classic Mech Warrior 3 actually. Worms 2, wow, that's one of my favourites, Worms 2. I'd love to have that big box someday, but that's one of the first games I got for my Windows 98 PC back in 98 or 99, I can't remember when we got it, but around that time. There it is, the Klingon Honor Guard. 94%, it must be a fucking really good game as well. XCOM Apocalypse there and XCOM Interceptor, awesome. Coming soon, Birth of the Federation. Not sure what that is. A registration card, as always. Did anyone ever fill them in? Did you get anything for filling in a registration card? I never really knew. And there we go, the discs. Oh, no covers. Ugh, no covers. No covers with them. But I don't know if they even had covers really, to be honest. 2 discs. There must be loads in it. It must be a huge game if there's 2 discs. 2 CDs, yeah. And here we are, yeah, free internet trial of 650 hours free online time from CompuServe. We certainly didn't have CompuServe as far as I'm aware over here in Ireland. We were more like Aircom, I think, back then. ESAT Digifone, yeah, ESAT. Anyway, back in the day, we certainly didn't have this, but very similar things. I'd say in the world, these CDs exist more than any other CDs ever. There's so many of these. We have loads of these still left in my collection of CDs. The tray is in pretty good condition. There's nothing under it, so we're just going to put everything back. As I said, I'm going to fly through these because these games I don't really know much about. I really just want to talk about Hidden Evil, and that's kind of why I bought it, but these just came along as extras that I'm certainly going to check out and certainly will be interested to do so. So that is Klingon Honor Guard. Right, on to the next one. It's later on, I've had to take a break and come back, so that's why the lighting is slightly different. But here we are, Star Trek The Next Generation, Final Unity. As far as I'm aware, this is a point and click Star Trek adventure game. So we're going to take a quick look at the back here. Yeah, and I think it also has all the original voice actors. They reprised their roles for this game, which is actually really, really cool. Embark on an adventure beyond your imagination. So there we are, yes, The Next Generation, a point and click game. I'd actually be really interested in seeing what this game is like because I'm a big fan of point and click games, specifically the LucasArts point and click games. Holy shit, yet another really thick manual. I like the effort that they go to for their Star Trek fans, to be fair. A big thick manual. And this one's fully in colour as well. A word about this game. I'm not going to go through this full manual as it's so thick, but I'm going to read out. We would like to thank you for purchasing one of our products. Please remember the developers of this product are relying on you not to give away copies to others. They have spent a lot of time, effort and money to bring this software to you and are depending solely upon royalties from the sales in order to make a living. Your purchase will allow them to invest time and energy necessary to produce additional high quality software in the future. It's kind of nice to put in the front of the game for people, you know, just kind of telling them not to be so mean and download the games and to share them with your friends for free. That's really cool. Yeah, so I'd be very interested to see how this game plays, specifically if it's a bit of an old point and click. The manual there for Final Unity, installation and loading guide. These, they put loads of effort into this. I'm really interested. So this is just a normal installation guide, but it's got a nice, obviously, Star Trek logo there for the United Federation of Planets Starfleet Command. For some reason today, my autofocus isn't working correctly. It's causing me big hassle. Right, warranty registration card. That speaks for itself. I still don't know if anybody ever used them. And what's this? Tips for CD-ROM users when making a boot disk. Okay. A guide to make a boot disk and technical supplement for microprose CD-ROM products. Make a quick old check to see if the disk is there. Yes, it is. No covers again, and Data's face has disappeared, as you can see. Data has become, I think that's Data anyway, I hope I'm correct. Please absolutely destroy me in the comments if I got that wrong. But Data certainly looks as if he's become a faceless man. So that's everything in the box. Again, there doesn't seem to be anything under the tray, but the tray seems to be in really good condition, which is fabulous as well. Not very often do you get them in great condition. But yeah, so that's an interesting looking game. I think I definitely will be checking that one out as well. I'm glad to have gotten it for so cheap. The box is in reasonable condition. There's a couple of just normal, again, shelfware. It looks like the game was definitely played. It's really cool. Right, finally, here we are. Onto the reason I bought this package. And it has some fairly shit plastic. I don't really need the plastic, nor do I want the plastic. A game by a company called Presto Studios, published by Activision, Star Trek Hidden Evil. So this is kind of an adventure game in the style of Resident Evil. So it kind of has a third person fixed camera angle position kind of gameplay. Lovely Patrick Stewart there on the side and on the front. You walk around with tank controls. The reason I got this game and really wanted it, and have wanted it for a long time, is because one of my missions in life is to get all the games, the original boxes of all the games I ever played demos of as a kid. And this is one of those games that I played as a kid. It's a really interesting game. It's, you know, it's a 3D, if you can just imagine playing Star Trek, except it's basically like Resident Evil, the original Resident Evil, so that's pretty cool. So you can explore mysterious ancient Star Trek civilization, lushly recreated in immense 3D environments. As you can see, there's some action. You can like stealth up on people and fucking bonk them over the head. You can use your phasers to, you know, set the phasers to kill, and you can absolutely destroy all these people. You can follow orders from the wonderful Captain Picard. Overall, quite an interesting game. Right, so I'm going to open it up. I'll try not to crease as best I can the box. The box, I think, is going to need a bit of love from me. I think I'm going to do some box flattening and some help, because there's some creasing and stuff on the side here which I'm not too happy about. Right, so what we get in the box is a lovely cardboard to keep her all safe. So we get the disc here, Hidden Evil. How many discs does it have? 1 or 2, we'll find out soon enough. 1 CD-ROM for Windows 95 and 98. The disc is in fabulous condition. Prepare to engage the Hidden Evil. Same as the main box there, so that's can go over there. We have a Hidden Evil, a keyboard reference guide, I suppose. I'm just telling you where to find extras on the disc and installation on the disc. And here is the manual. Insign Sovak's personal log. Cool. So it's like set up like a logbook. Oh, you actually play as a guy called Sovak, is it? Sovak, rather. Sorry, apologies. His place of birth is Vulcan, according to this here. Yeah, cool. So I'm really looking forward to powering this up in my Windows 98 soon enough. Of course, we get an Activision reference card like we do in every other game from this era. So that's awesome. That's really cool. I've had a poor relationship with Star Trek video games over the years, and I'll tell you why. Because when I was younger, I wanted to get a copy of Duke Nukem 3D. So I told my parents I spotted a copy of it, a jewel case CD copy of it, in Tesco when we were younger, when we went shopping one time. I said to my parents, oh, next time you go on shopping, can you please get me Duke Nukem 3D? And they said, yeah, no problem. So they went in, they picked up Duke Nukem 3D, they brought it to the counter, and the lady behind the counter said to them, you know this game isn't for kids now. This game is, you know, 15s plus, 18s plus, so you can't get that if it's for a kid. And so my parents, taking the advice of that absolute horrible person behind the counter, took it back and they got me a game called Star Trek Generations instead. And ladies and gents, I have never been more disappointed with getting a gift in my entire life. Like, thank you very much to my parents for getting me anything at all. That I had to install this Star Trek Generations game, and the game is just, I think it could be a good game, but I think because I got it instead of Duke Nukem 3D, I was just sorely disappointed. So I just never was going to give it the time of day that it deserved. It could be a good game, but I remember it being very clunky and looking shit and kind of playing a little shit. I apologise if you enjoy Star Trek Generations. I just have it out for it. I just don't like the game because I could have gotten Duke Nukem 3D instead, and I didn't because of a lady behind the counter. But this game, to me, has always been interesting. I really enjoyed the demo as a kid. It was quite hard, if I remember correctly, as well. And just the fact that it's kind of like a tank control, Resident Evil style gameplay, 3D action adventure game, it really does highly interest me. And this is the reason that I bought these 3 games. And I'm looking forward to trying out the others as well, because, you know, Star Trek is just one of those things that I think I should like and should have liked, but I just never gave it the time of day as a kid. Now, to be fair, it was never really on our TV over here in Ireland, so I couldn't really watch it. But yeah, Star Trek. So ladies and gents, I'm going to leave you there today on Star Trek Hidden Evil. Thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this kind of bonanza, this 3-box bonanza, big box bonanza. And it's the first box, it's the first actual What's in a Box that had a box in quite a few episodes as well. Please like, comment and subscribe. Let us know if you enjoy these videos. And I'm going to see you next time. I'm Jack, you're watching What's in the Box. Hit the Snake says, "Woo-bah!"